Welcome to your video tour of the website Moodle. Moodle is the website you are going to use pretty much every day of middle school FCS. First of all, there are a couple of ways for you to get to the website Moodle. If you start at the Elkhorn Public Schools website, in the top left corner is a drop-down menu of login links. You go down to parent/student and over to the right, it can be a little tricky. If you go over to the right, there is a link for you to click on and go to Moodle. You can also just type in the URL, which is moodle.elkhornweb.org. Once you are here, you need a login. Your username is going to be your typical student login, EPS, first initial, last name, and probably a number. Your password, unless you've changed it, should be EPS lunch code. So once you log in, the first page that you're going to be taken to is your dashboard. Any course that you are enrolled in Moodle is going to show up here under My Courses. Now, you probably don't have as many as this, but you may have courses if you use Moodle for any of your other classes like science, reading, language arts, social studies, and so on. Once you are enrolled in your modules on Moodle, they're going to show up here. So the 6th grade modules are Baking and Measurement and Child Care and Development. Once you're enrolled, you would click on the one that you are currently working on. So if you are currently in the Child Care and Development module, when we're working on that, you would go to Moodle, log in, and click right here. So I'm going to click on Child Care and Development. And this is what the home page for Child Care and Development looks like. There are different lessons for each day. Every module is 8 days long. So the lessons are split up by day. There's Child Care and Development Day 1, Day 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There's also a folder for games and resources. So I'm going to click on the folder for Day 1, and just to show you what a typical day looks like. When we do this, we have to click again on Day 1, and on certain days, this is important because there are actually going to be more options, but most days, there's just this one option. If we click on Day 1, we're going to see the Daily Learning Goals page. Every day of every module starts with a page that says your daily learning goals. So this page tells you what you're going to be doing that day, and then what you will be able to do as a result of those activities. So by the end of Day 1, you will be able to understand the basics about babysitting and understand the qualities needed to be a babysitter. In order to get to the next page, there are a couple of things you can do. You can go over here to the table of contents and click on the next link in the table of contents, or you can go over here and there are gray arrows at the top of the page and the bottom. Just make sure you don't click on the blue arrow because that takes you to the next day. Now, we obviously know that we're not on Day 2 because we haven't finished Day 1. So instead of clicking there, let's click on the gray arrow. Now we see the pretest. Now, the pretest is something that you do at the start of every module. Family and Consumer Sciences is life skills. Every student comes into FCS with different experiences. Some people are already babysitters, and some people have never held a baby. So people know different amounts of information about child care and development. The pretest lets me know how much you know and how much I should be doing to help you learn this content. So don't stress about your pretest grade. You haven't learned this stuff yet necessarily. So if you don't know it, that's okay. Just try your best. This is an example of why it's important for you to read directions because right here it says that you need to take the pretest separately. It explains how you can do that. And it also explains right here that when you're finished with the pretest, you need to wait until everyone else in your group is done before you move on to the next page together. The next page has an activity that you would do that day. So you would watch a video about babysitting. The next activity is a parent interview worksheet. And then there's a questionnaire that you fill out online. There are very different activities that you do each day. These are just the things that you do on Day 1. And in Baking and Measurement, more of your activities would be washing dishes, making food, and different things like that. So expect a variety of activities in your modules. The next page is the summary page. This tells you and reviews what you did that day, and it also gives you your questions for your module activity sheet. I've talked to you about this before, but you will answer 2 questions every day on your module activity sheet. Your 2 questions will always be on your summary page.